So you're new to the hobby of collecting and you go to Walmart or Target to take a look at some of the blaster boxes they have, and you're just overwhelmed by the different variety and different brands that they have. Some of them are definitely worth buying and some aren't worth buying whatsoever, according to me at least. So today we're going to take a look at which ones I would pick up, which ones I probably would, which ones I'm like 50-50 on, and which ones I definitely would not buy. So let's start with the category of the 100% buy. These are boxes that I would buy no matter what. I would buy at least one of each, obviously if I could afford to do so. So the 100% buy list consists of Donruss, Optic, Mosaic, Prism, Select, and full sets. And we're gonna break down why each one is in the category that it's in. So we'll just go top or bottom here. So Donruss and Optic is basically the same thing. Optic is like the newer rookies, updated, has a glossy look. But again, they're basically the same thing. And the Donruss and Optic blasters, you can search for downtowns and crunch times in those. Obviously there's other inserts and parallels and stuff that I think they do a very good job on. I'm a big fan of the Donruss and Optic blaster boxes. Those two are probably my personal favorites to buy. I'll show you a quick example of what a regular Donruss card looks like and what a Optic card looks like. So I just grabbed two cards out of my base card pile that I'm getting rid of. But here is a Kirk Cousins base. If I can get it to focus. There we go. That's the base Donruss, and then here is a Nico Collins Optic. You see it's got like the shiny, glossier look. It's a little bit thicker card. Very similar to each other. Obviously, they're both Donruss. Next on the list, we have Mosaic. Mosaic cards have a very cool design and have very cool inserts. Honeycombs are a good hit out of these, and there's some other ones that I'm blanking on right now. And Mosaic cards do hold value, but just not as good as Prism cards, which are next on the list. So Prism cards do hold the best value out of all the cards on this 100% buy list. And that is mostly because rookies Prism's cards are highly sought after, probably the most sought after rookie cards. Prism also just has a pretty cool amount of inserts, parallels, and hollows and silvers, that kind of stuff. So I personally love Prism. If I'm ever lucky enough to stumble across Prism in public, I will definitely buy it. Next up, we have Select. Select does theirs a little differently. They have 5 different categories, I guess. They have concourse level, field level. I don't really know all of them. I've only been fortunate enough to open a few Select blasters. They have a pretty high amount of die cuts. I actually got lucky enough to hit a rookie die cut color match Justin Fields card that I'm getting graded right now. Zebras are a parallel that are pretty, I think they're towards the top of the cards you want to hit out of these. Again, I've only opened a few of these, so I don't really know what you're looking for. But I know that Select definitely has good quality in all their cards, and they just have really cool design of theirs. Next up, we have full sets, just like this one right here. And the thing with these is you can see I still have the Panini seal on it. You want to keep these sealed because this is a full set, so it guarantees like Kenny Pickett, Brock Purdy, all the rookies out of this class. So the reason you want to keep it sealed because of that is if Kenny Pickett or Brock Purdy or Desmond Ridder or Malik Willis or any of these guys, Chris Olave, if any of them end up being absolute studs, future Hall of Famers, then that card is guaranteed to be in this set along with the others. So if multiple guys from this set that are rookies from this set, if multiple of them end up in the Hall of Fame, then this set ends up being worth a pretty penny because that card is guaranteed in there and it's a guaranteed rookie card of them if they were rookies this year. And now on to the 75% buy, and there's actually only one in here. This was on the 50% buy, but then I kind of have a personal connection to this one, and I'll explain why. But that's why I moved to this one, and only this one up to the 75% buy, and that is Prestige. What I like about Prestige is you get a lot of cards in it. I don't remember the exact amount, but I know that the Prestige blasters come with a pretty good amount of cards. I think it's 66 total cards in a blaster box of these. There's some pretty cool inserts in these. Parallels are pretty cool. But the main reason that I put this above the 50% is because I hit my first ever Dameon Pierce auto out of this. First auto I've ever hit. Actually, my girlfriend hit it. I wasn't even the one that pulled it. She has better luck than I do. But the first auto I've ever hit, or we've ever hit, I guess you could say, was from a Prestige that we bought at Walmart. The card didn't have a whole lot of value to it, but everybody has a special place in their heart for the first auto that they hit, and especially when it's somebody like Dameon Pierce who's going to be a stud. Now on to the 50% buy list. These are the ones where if I went to Walmart or Target or Meijer or Barnes & Noble or even Cracker Barrel and I saw these, I would consider it. If I see 2 boxes there, I'd probably grab one of them. And we're going to start this list off with Absolute. So we're going to talk about the highs of these and the lows of these. And the highs of the Absolute are, it is a very affordable blaster box. I don't know the exact price. It's obviously different depending on where you're at. But I know that these are one of the more affordable blaster boxes out there. You can hit kabooms and explosives out of these, which are I think these are the 2 main chasers out of these, the ones you want to hit. Again, don't know the value. I've only opened a handful of these. And then for the lows, which I guess you could say are the midpoints, this is the most mid product out there. And in the long run, these cards hold very little value. They're not going to go up a whole lot. They might not even go up at all. They might be like a set price on these. Next is the Playbook Mega. Again, we're going to start with the high points of this, and the highest of highs is RPA booklets are possible out of these, which if you don't know what a booklet is, it's 2 thick cards that unfolds like a booklet. And one that's a high point, but not the highest. You're guaranteed an auto or a patch out of these, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get a patch. And if it is an auto, it's more than likely gonna be a very low-end auto that doesn't sell for anything. And the absolute nail in the coffin on this is you only get a few cards out of this, and it's one of the more expensive retail blaster boxes. This is another one that I've only opened like 3 or 4 of, and I've never hit anything even semi-decent out of these. Next on this list is, I think this is a newer product, Zenith. So Zenith, I don't have anything real high, real low about this. I've never opened them, but I've seen a ton of videos. But what I've noticed from watching those videos is the design on the cards, even the inserts, very lazy and cheaply made, it looks like. However, you're guaranteed a patch or an auto out of these. And I think I saw more people hit autos than I did patches. That's probably like a 55, 45-ish, 60, 40 maybe. But autos were kind of flying out of these. I saw one guy hit like a Justin Herbert, which is obviously a good auto to hit. And then I've seen people hit like no names. Next up, we have Chronicles. I've never opened one of these. I don't think I've ever seen anybody open these, but based on what I've seen from research, you're not guaranteed much out of these. The cards, again, just like the Zenith, are very lazy and cheaply made. And if I'm wrong about that, let me know. I've never opened them, so I don't have any personal preference on these. Next up, Elite, which I think Elite is another branch of the Donruss tree. But what I will say about these is I have never once seen these in retail. And even doing research on these, like, I couldn't come across much. But I will say the Pen Pals inserts that they have, those are pretty damn cool. Next up is the Playoff. So what the high points of this is, it is a very affordable product and you get a lot of cards out of it. Just like some of the other ones, you are guaranteed an autograph or a patch. And the Rookie Wave inserts and the Rookie Wave die cuts are some of my personal favorite designs out there. But why I have this in the 50% buy as opposed to the 100 or even the 75 is I've opened a million of these. I've never once hit anything decent. I hit like a Kadarius Toney Rookie Wave die cut, which that's a cool card. Obviously, I'm holding on to that. But outside of that, I've never hit anything that sells for more than like $3 probably. Now this next one, this might be a little controversial. Some people love these, some people hate these. I've never opened one, and I really should. And that's Bowman U. And why people like Bowman U so much is it's technically the first rookie cards of guys like Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson. But what people don't like about these is obviously those guys just got drafted. They've never even worn their pro uniforms yet. So obviously their cards are going to be in their college uniforms, which a majority of collectors will not buy college uniform cards. But again, if you prefer college football over NFL, these are probably for you. Personally, if I came across these, I'd probably buy them and leave them sealed, but that's me. And next on the 50% buy list, we have Panini Contenders. So the high point for this, and honestly probably the only high point, is it guarantees an autograph or a patch just like the rest. However, I've had horrible luck with these. I opened, I think, 4 blaster boxes this year of these, And I hit the same exact card, same exact patch in every single one of them. It's a Sam Howell patch, which I shouldn't complain about. Some people think he's gonna be a star. But another low point of this is you get very few cards. I don't remember how many, but you don't get a lot of cards in this. Personally, I might even have this one lower than a 50% buy rate, unless I were to buy it and leave it sealed. Next up, we have the Prism Draft Picks. Now, I think this one has the same inserts and parallels and stuff that the regular Prism does. However, this is current players in their college uniforms, and like I just said, most collectors don't want college uniform cards. And that's really all I have to say about that one. I've only opened, I think, one of these and got nothing out of it. I don't see them, like, ever. Never seen them in public. I think the ones I bought from, like, the Walmart app or something. Now we're on to the 25% buy, and this is the last category. I don't have a 0% buy because I might end up buying some of these for different reasons. And obviously, I'm not going to tell you don't buy whatever, because you can buy whatever you want. But we're going to start this off with Leaf. So the high point of Leaf is it's pretty affordable, and the auto hit rate on these is pretty high. However, these cards hold little to no value. They might even depreciate in value. The most expensive Leaf pull from 2022 only sold for $250, maybe not even that much. And then the next most was like $120. So like, if you can hit that $250 card, great, you're making your money back instantly. But like, if that's the most expensive one, like, I don't know if I even want to take my time trying to hit a card like that. However, if I were to buy Leaf, that would be another one that I would just leave sealed. Next up is Sage. And Sage, if I'm being completely honest, has no high points at all. When you think of low-end retail, Sage is at the absolute bottom. Worst, don't buy Sage. The cards just look and feel very, very cheaply made. Again, it's the players in their college uniforms, and like I've said multiple times, buyers don't want college uniforms. These cards hold no value like whatsoever. And an example of that is a Micah Parsons autographed Leaf card only sells for like $25 or $30. And the last one of the video might be a little controversial. Some people actually really, really like these. Some people think that they should just discontinue this product, and that is Score. So the high parts of Score is it's affordable, you get a lot of cards, and these are good sets to either buy for kids that are getting started into collecting or just for fun. And the reason they're good for kids to have is they hold no value at all. But like I said, some collectors are huge fans of these, and they will search for these anytime they go to Target, Walmart, whatever. I personally feel like these cards are boring. I don't really know if there's any hits out of these. I've never opened them. I did a little bit of research, but I couldn't find much. But I just don't know if these cards are worth even trying to open. But due to getting a lot of cards in a blaster box and it being fairly priced, I might buy some of these every now and then, but leave them sealed. Might open one or two just to see what I'm working with in them, but I don't know. I just feel like anytime I go card hunting at Walmart or wherever, Score is always there, and I think there's gotta be a reason for that. But now that I'm analyzing this a little bit deeper, I think I would prefer Score over Leaf or Sage or any of the other ones in this category. So I'll move Score up to the 35% buy, which obviously still isn't great. I'd probably pass on it, maybe give it a try once or twice. Oh, that one is really mixed reaction on. And that's gonna be it for the video. I hope I helped some of you new collectors out, knowing what you want to search for and what you don't want to search for. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.